Oh, you're going to have to do a lot better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go about the business of guys and dolls, may I ask you all to please join me and rise for the Mischel for Chayalei Tzahal. Please rise. Especially relevant because one of our actors is not doing the finale because she is a paramedic right now in Gaza. So we wish her Godspeed and much safety. Mischel Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov hu yivarech et chayalei tzva hagana liYisrael. העומדים על משפר ארצנו בערי אלוהינו מהלבנון עד מדבר מצרים ומן הים הגדול עד לבור הערבה ביבשה באוויר ובים. ייתן אדוני את אויבינו הקמים עלינו ניגפים לפניהם. הקדוש ברוך הוא ישמור ויציל את חיילינו מכל צרה וצוקה ומכל נגע ומחלה. וישלח ברכה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידיהם, ידבר שונאינו תחתיהם, יעטרם בכתר ישועה ובעטרת ניצחון. וקוים בהם הכתוב, כי אדוני אלוהיכם ההולך עמכם להילחם לכם עם אויביכם, להושיע אתכם, ונאמר, please visit. And welcome to the grand finale of Guys and Dolls. Before we begin with the rules and all that good stuff, may I tell you that at the end of tonight's show, since it is our last, there will be a brief closing ceremony where our cast would like to acknowledge all of those who supported them. It'll take only a couple of minutes, so please don't run away, and we'll remind you again later. Secondly, this program has for many years adopted a wonderful program called Verit Imsali. It is a senior citizens program that takes place in the Shuk today and tomorrow, where our people go into the Shuk, find people who need assistance in their Shabbat shopping, help them shop, bring them home, schlep them, unpack them, settle them in, go back to the Shuk, do this all day long, today and tomorrow. And obviously, there are certain expenses involved that have to be defrayed. At the end of tonight's finale, two of our actors will be meeting you in the lobby with this kind of cutesy pink box. And if you can help us a little bit, you will be performing the mitzvah of Hadarta B'nei Saken, and we already in advance welcome your efforts. Now, the business of the big finale. So, our show is in 2 acts with a 10-minute intermission. You're going to love it, I hope. You know the rules. No phones. Let's try that again. No phones. One more time.
No phones.
Absolutely no phones for any reason whatsoever. Tonight's show is being professionally videoed. Your phone will get very much in the way. So please don't go there. No food. Water as much as you want. No food. It makes noise. It gets in the way. Please don't do that. Okay. We have a whole bunch of people that we have to thank. You may not know them. Wait a minute, let me ask a question. How many of you by show of hands have been here before? Oh, okay, good. So, we have some people who we have to thank. I know you don't know their names, but we could not survive this experience without them. So let's go through the list and you can help me out. On the top row, by the controls, is sitting a gentleman who has been here now for his 15th year. We met him quite by accident, and we have since then called him God. So say thank you to Reuven Laytush. Backstage and appearing in tonight's show momentarily is a woman we call the policeman. Okay, she is an actress you will see momentarily, and she is also our stage manager, a very tough assignment. Say thank you to Leo Roshnigal. I didn't know you were here down here, Mom. Okay. All right. Now, you're probably looking on the stage and going, they don't have scenery in this show? I don't get it. Well, you will get it in a few minutes, because the gentleman responsible for it for now 15 years, and tonight is also our lead in the show, and he's Professor Harvey's kid, Dooby Harvey. This is her second show. She did Fame last year, if you were here, and she choreographed tonight's program. Say thank you so much to Batya Figdor. Now, this is not a one-person event. This is a one-person and a lady event. The lady is immensely talented and delivers a knockout punch every time she opens her mouth. She happens to be sitting over there with the man, this little tiny person. Say thank you to Gabriella Mischel. And say hello to the Hillel Symphony Orchestra. Now, conducted by Shelly Binman. Now, Shelly over there is very nervous because his wife is sitting right over there. And so, Rotem Toda Shabbat. It has been the tradition of this theater workshop for all of its years, 39, that our show begins with a short Devar Torah, given almost every year by the senior member of our staff. Tonight, concluding his 21st year on this stage. Welcome to Brian Friedman.
I love it when the audience shows up. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Chag Urim Sameach, and welcome to the grand finale of Guys and Dolls. In the midst of this second agonizing and horrific year, the cast of the Beit Hillel Theater Workshop has elected to perform for you. It will not reduce the current complex situation, the fears, the despair, or the concerns, but perhaps, if just for a brief moment, it may offer some sense of respite from the ongoing crisis. And so, it is with all our love and concern focused on those on the front lines, the injured, and of course, those being held captive, do we welcome you to our production of the famed musical comedy Guys and Dolls. Guys and Dolls is the humorous story of New York gamblers searching for a place where they can gamble, and the relationship between a legendary gambler and a straight-laced mission worker trying to save souls from sinning. It was a famous stage production as well as a motion picture starring Frank Sinatra, Gene Simmons, Marlon Brando, and Vivian Blaine. A word about sinning and atonement. The Rambam lists 4 steps to tshuva. 1. Stopping the sinful act. 2. Regretting the sin. 3. Accepting to never return to the sin. And 4. Confessing to God for the act. Repentance and atonement from sin has the power to wipe out one's sins, eliminating punishment for sin and obtaining God's forgiveness. When one repents with the correct intentions, one's sins are said to actually be transformed into merits. Judaism teaches that our personal relationship with God allows us to return to God at any time. As it states, "Return to me, and I shall return to you." The prayer of Unetanei Tokef summarizes the Jewish attitude as follows. God does not desire a person's death, but rather that he repent from his way and live. Until the day of his return, God waits for him. If he repents, God accepts him immediately. This is our workshop's 39th season and 10th production in the Rachel Simon Hillel Theater. We thank the Simon Korn family, our magnanimous benefactors, for their continued generosity and support. We also thank the Hillel administration. We thank our gifted performers, musicians, and support staff, but most of all, we thank you, our audiences, new faces and old, who have supported our efforts year after year after year. Whether it be COVID or this ongoing war, you have never let us down. So thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, It is time to visit New York in the 1950s and meet gamblers Nathan Detroit, Sky Masterson, Sister Sarah Brown, Arvide, Adelaide, Nicely Johnson, Betty Southstreet, Big Julie, Lieutenant Brannigan, and the hilarious group of gamblers and girlfriends who make up the cast of Guys and Dolls. Enjoy the show!
I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do.
Valentine, cause I'm born in line. The guy says the horse can 5 to 9.
Yes, he says the horse can buy a half. Can do this, here in a telegraph. The barber all night, I guess what's alright. I'm guessing all that was been read last night. Like Valentine, like mud. This guy means the horse likes mud. It's a horse likes mud. Likes mud. Grandpa likes mud. I don't part of beer, but there's no lump still. It's from my hands and capitals sincere. I can't Valentine, change born in line. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do. Can do. Can do. Happy time. I got the horse right Poor Miss Sarah. I wonder why a refined doll like her is mixed up with the mission dodge.
She is a beautiful doll, all right? With 100% eyes.
It is too bad that such a doll wastes all the time being good. How can she make any money from that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Yeah. Broads like her don't got that kind of dough.
Hey! Lady Seltzer!
Harry the horse, how you doing? You remember Angie the ox, Nicely Johnson?
Yeah, how goes it?
Nicely, thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Tell me. What about Nathan Detroit? Does he find a place for his crap game?
We don't know yet.
The heat is on.
He's still looking for a place.
Oh. Well, tell him I'm loaded and looking for action. I just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
$5,000.
Where did you acquire it?
I collected the reward on my father.
Everybody's looking for action. I only hope Nathan finds...
Why, Lieutenant Brannigan. Mr. South Street, it is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
How do you do?
Any of you guys seen Nathan Detroit?
Which Nathan Detroit is that?
I mean the Nathan Detroit that's been running a floating crap game around here and getting away with it by moving to a different spot every night.
Why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
Well, I'm telling you this because you bums work for Detroit, rustling up customers for his game.
We do?
Yeah,
Oh,
you tell him for me. I know that right now he's running around looking for a spot. Well, no one's gonna give him a spot because they know that Brannigan's breathing down their neck.
Fellas, I'm having terrible
Hi,
trouble.
Nathan.
Everybody's scared on account of that lousy Brannigan, and I get it.
Something wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Hello, Lieutenant. I hope you don't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
I've just been talking to your colleagues over here about your frat game. I imagine you were having difficulty finding a spot.
Well, the heat is on, as you must know from the fact that you now have to live just on your salary.
Nathan, did you find a place?
What does the cat want from me? What am I, a sex maniac? I merely run a crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action, in return for which I take a small cut. Is that a crime?
Nathan, did you find a place?
did you find a place for the
I
game?
find a place that I find a place that I... Yes! I found a place. We are holding the crap game tomorrow night at the Radio City Music Hall.
How are you gonna fix the ushers?
I tried all the regular places, the back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Nathan, you said once there might be a chance of the Biltmore garage.
I was over to the Biltmore garage, spoke to Joey Biltmore himself. He says he might take a chance to let me use the place if I give him $1,000.
$1,000?
Cash, he won't take my marker.
What, your marker's no good?
What do you mean? A marker ain't just a piece of paper that says, I owe you $1,000, signed Nathan Detroit. A marker is like a pledge, which a guy can't welch on it. It's like not saluting the flag. My marker is as good as gold. Only Joey Biltmore don't think so. It don't seem possible, me, without a livelihood. Why, I've been running the crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Well, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today, and you know what day today is? It is mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've been engaged 14 years.
Nathan, concentrate on the game. The town is up to here with high players. Look, the Greeks in town.
Brandy Bottle Bates.
Scranton Slim.
I know, I can make a fortune, but where can I have the game?
The Biltmore garage wants a grand.
But we ain't got a grand on hand.
And they've now got a lock on the door of the gym at PS 84.
There's the stock room behind McCloskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCloskey ain't a good scout.
Things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore garage is the spot. But the $1,000 we ain't got. Why, it's the no reliable name. Nathan Detroit. If you're looking for action, you'll learn the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Now for the no reliable name. For it's always just the short one. Do we know this is Adelaide, permanent floating crap game in New York? There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of letters for a fella who can get us. If we only had a lousy little grand, we could be a millionaire. No reliable name. Nathan Detroit. If the size of your bundle you want to increase, the rate that you go broken quiet at peace. In a hideout provided by name, where there are no neighbors to swap. It's the oldest established permanent floating in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game?
Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame.
It's the
judged by your faith and loyalty, but do not worry. Nathan Detroit's crab game will float again. My boys will let you know where it is.
Nathan! Guess who's sitting in Mindy's right now eating a steak breakfast?
Sinatra.
Wrong. Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town. This should be the greatest crap game of your career, Nathan. So where's it gonna be?
City Hall, Mayor's office.
What time?
We will leave you know, Angie.
Okay.
Sky Masterson's in town. There's the highest player of them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. Where do you think they call him Sky? That's how high he bets. I once saw him bet $5,000 on a cockroach. And another time he was sick and he wouldn't take penicillin on account. He had bet 10 C's that his temperature would go to 104.
Did it?
Did it? He's so lucky he went to 106. Good old Sky.
Hey, maybe you can borrow the 1,000 from Sky.
Nah. With him, that kind of money and lending money, it's betting money. So do I. Why don't I bet him? Why don't I bet him 1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
I ain't scared. I am perfectly willing to take the risk, providing I can figure out a bet on which there is no chance of losing. He likes crazy bets like which lump of sugar a fly will sit on, or vase how far you can kick a piece of cheesecake. Ooh, cheesecake. Look, I'll run into Mindy's restaurant and ask Mindy how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday. And also, how many pieces of strudel?
How much cheesecake, how much... What do you want to know for?
Just find out. Beat it. Here comes Adelaide. If she finds out I'm running this crab game, she will never set foot on me again.
Adelaide!
Gotta go. Goodbye, Giles.
There's Nathan. What's going on with you two anyway?
That Nathan, he ain't never going to deliver. No one for you today, babe.
Oh, hush you. We are gonna get married.
We're just kidding, Adelaide. We love you. Don't take us so serious, why? We're just having fun with you.
Nathan loves me, and he is gonna marry me. I think.
Mink, you've been thinking for years. You must be real smart by now.
Yeah, she's up to 80.
80.
What's 80? Her IQ, you dummy. Her brain stuff.
I wonder what my IQ is.
All right, enough. Gotta go. Goodbye, Giles.
Bye, Adelaide. Hi, Nathan.
Nathan, darling.
Adelaide, pigeon.
I gotta get back to the hot box.
You're still rehearsing?
Oh, that slave driver Charlie's been waking us all day. Finally, I says to him, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta eat. And he says, eat. You don't want to eat. You want to sneak out and see that cheap bum Nathan Detroit.
So what'd you say to him?
I says to him, I told him, I could see whoever cheap bum I want.
Don't upset yourself. How's your cold?
Oh, much better, thank you. Nathan, happy anniversary.
Oh, a present? For me?
I hope you like it.
A belt.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. Oh, that is so sweet. Look, honey, about your present, I was going to get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rubies on the side.
Oh, Nathan, you shouldn't have.
It's all right, I didn't. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. Makes me feel like we're married.
Don't worry, honey. One of these days, I'll be in the money and you'll have more mink than a mink.
Nathan, I could do without just about anything, just so long as you don't start running the crap game again.
A crap game? What an absurd thought.
1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Huh?
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Strudel then cheesecake. That's great.
Nathan, what's going on?
Nothing, dear.
Nathan, any news yet?
Not yet, Harry. I'll let you know.
Okay, Detroit.
Nathan, what is this?
His wife's having a baby.
Why is he asking you?
He's nervous. It's his first wife. Look, Adelaide, I'm expecting a fellow, and I know you're hungry fellows. Why don't you take Adelaide to the drugstore? You see...
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, it's just, I don't want your cold to get worse. There are a lot of open manholes
Nathan,
around
you're
here.
so thoughtful. You're just the sweetest person. Goodbye.
Hey! Masterson! Glad to see you, Sky.
Nathan, you old promoter, you.
How are you, Sky? You look great.
Feel great, Nathan. 2 wonderful weeks out west in Nevada. Great place, beautiful scenery, healthful climate. And I beat him for 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's, huh? Gonna be in town long?
No, I'm flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Oh, there's a lot of action down there. You want to come with me?
Nah, I got a lot of things to do. Meanwhile, how about dropping over to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake? They sell a lot of cheesecake.
No, I'm not hungry, but tell me, how's Adelaide?
All right, she's fine, still dancing at the hot
I
box.
suppose one of these days you'll be getting married.
Well, we all gotta go sometime.
But Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, Nathan, we gotta know that pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second place to aces back to back.
Yeah. Tell me, you hungry yet? Maybe we can go to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake or strudel or something?
No, I think I'll go get the late results.
Oh. But you will admit Mindy's has the greatest cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I am quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Who ain't? Yet there are some people who like Mindy's strudel. Offhand, what do you think he sells more of, the cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, I don't give it much thought, but if everybody's like I am, Mindy sells a lot more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Why, Nathan, I never figured you to be a betting man. You always take your percentage off the top.
Well, for old time's sake, I thought I'd give you a little action. I will bet you $1,000 that yesterday Mindy sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a story.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a young man about to go out into the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. He says to me like this, "Son," the old guy says, "I'm sorry I'm not able to bankroll you to a very large start. But not having any potatoes to give you, let me stake you to some very valuable advice. One of these days in your travels, a guy is going to come to you with a nice brand new deck of cards with the seal not yet broken. And this guy is going to offer to bet you that he can make the jack of spades jump out of the deck and squirt you in the ear with cider. My son, do not take this bet, for as sure as you're standing there, you're going to end up with an ear full of cider." Now, Nathan, I'm not saying you've been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
You don't think I actually went into Mindy?
However, if you're really looking for action, I'm willing to bet you the same 1,000 that you can't tell me the color of the necktie you have on. Well?
No bet. Blue! What a crazy color!
Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't bother me.
Hiya, Sky.
Yeah, good. How's it with you fellows?
Nicely.
Not bad.
Yeah. Hey, we took Adelaide to the drugstore, and she says for you to be sure to pick her up after the show at the Hot Box. And don't be late.
Yes, dear. I mean, yes.
Yes, dear. That is husband talk if I've ever heard it. Nathan, you are trapped. In Adelaide, you have the kind of girl that is most difficult to unload.
I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide and a guy without a doll. Well, if a guy does not have a doll, who would holler at him? A doll is a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I just say a guy should have them around when he wants them, like cough drops. And they are easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figuring weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How come you ain't got a doll? How come you're going to Havana alone without one?
I like to travel light. But if I wish to take a doll to Havana, there is a large assortment available.
Not real high-class dolls.
Any doll, you name her.
Any doll. And I name her. Will you bet on that? Will you bet $1,000 that if I name a doll, you will take her to Havana tomorrow?
You got a bet.
I name her.
Her? Cider.
Someday I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
Now, Sarah, angry words are not becoming of a missionary.
You're right, grandmother. I'm sorry.
And besides, they rip up Broadway every day.
Do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do. Sarah?
How do you do?
My name is Abernathy. Arvide Abernathy.
I'm Agatha.
Sky Masterson.
What's wrong?
What is the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
You poor man.
I have wasted my life in gambling and evil betting, but now I've suddenly realized the terrible things that betting can lead to.
Agatha, coffee?
Coming right away.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly, I have been wandering around, trying to work up the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Gladly. I would never have become a gambler at all had I not fallen in with evil companions who are always offering me sucker bets.
Here, young man.
Thank you. You know, it makes me feel good just talking with you people.
Well, you just go right on talking to Sister Sarah, and everything will be all right. I'm glad you found us.
Well, the Bible says, seek, and ye shall find.
What a special man.
Very good. I wish we could find more sinners like you. We've been out every day trying.
Well, maybe you should try the nighttime.
How's that?
Well, as a former sinner, I happen to know the best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You should even try having an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you.
You're
Brother
welcome.
Masterson. Coffee is so good. I can't understand why it isn't a sin. Agatha?
What a fine old broad. I suppose she sort of looks after you.
We look after each other.
Uh-huh. So, if one of you goes someplace, the other comes along.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are 2 of our pamphlets I'd like you to read. They will give you a good deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we're holding a midnight prayer meeting this Thursday, which I'm sure you would wish to attend.
I'm sure. Miss Sarah, I hope you will not think I'm getting out of line, but it is wonderful to see a pretty doll, a nice-looking lady like yourself, sacrificing herself for the sake of others. Staying here at this place, you ever go anyplace else? Travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
That's a little far, but there are a lot of wonderful places not far from New York by plane. Ever been in a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful. The plane goes on the
Here is another pamphlet I'd like you to read.
Of course, I will need a lot of personal help. You see, my heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at Thursday's prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry. Just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
That's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry, no peace unto the wicked. Isaiah, chapter 57, verse 22. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
There's 2 things been in every hotel room in the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times.
What's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my line of business, the strangest information frequently comes in handy. I once won 5 G's on a parlay. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying's a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5, the others will follow. You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest, this mission is laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you? I bet I could fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
I'll make you a proposition. When is this big meeting of yours? Thursday night? I will guarantee to fill that meeting with 12 genuine sinners. And what's more, I will guarantee they will sit still and listen to you.
And what is my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Scott Masterson's marker for 12 genuine sinners. If you don't think it's good, ask anybody in town. I owe you 12 sinners. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
At noon?
Well, it'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite restaurant.
Where is that?
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
El Cafe Cubana, Havana?
Well, where do you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Havana!
Why not? The plane gets us there in 5 hours and back the same night. And the food is great.
I now see, Mr. Gambler, that when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant may be, she's still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all. Except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. Well, it is a relief to know it's just me personally and not all guys in general. It's nice to know that somewhere in the world there is a guy who might appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what this guy will be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I'm not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the homey aroma of his pipe.
You have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is right.
You've got the guy all figured out.
I have.
Including what he smokes. All figured out, huh?
All figured out. When my love comes along, I won't take a chance. For he'll be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance.
And you'll know at a glance by the 2 pair of pants.
By the calm, steady voice, those feet on the ground. You'll know as I run to his arms that at last I've come home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong. When my love comes along.
Oh, no. You're talking about love. You can't dope it like that. What are you picking, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Would you like to hear how a gambler feels about the big heartthrob?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine I'll leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know at the sight of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop and I'll stare and I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know and I won't ever ask, am I right? Am I wise? Am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throng. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along, when my love comes I'll drop in again in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
Take a chance, my love will be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong. For I'll know when my love comes
Hello, is this the Biltmore garage? Let me speak to Joey Biltmore.
Who is this?
Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
Joey, I'm calling you about the, you know,
The what?
the crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
Hey, wait a minute, Nathan. I got a customer.
Hurry it up, will you?
That'll be $8, pal. All right, what did you say, Nathan?
The crap game.
Don't say that over the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
I'm sorry, the dice game. Look, Joey, is it okay if I use your place tomorrow night?
If I get $1,000,
I'll have it tomorrow.
then call me tomorrow.
Listen, Joey, if you're going to take that attitude, I'll have the game someplace else.
Then have the game someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Joey, the dough is guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes?
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
It's a bet I can't lose. I bet him he could not take a doll to Havana.
Why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the kind of doll that goes to Havana.
Well, where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's why I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure, Nathan. It ain't a horse. It's a doll.
But Joey...
Nathan, there will be no crap game here tomorrow night unless I get my dough in advance.
Joey, you've known me for a long time.
That's why I want it in advance.
I can't talk no more. I gotta meet Adelaide in the hot box. Look, just one thing. Can I at least tell the guys the game is gonna be at your place?
Not till I get my dough.
Okay, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker.
You too.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the grand finale of the Hotbox Round the World Review, we take you down on the farm with our star, Miss Adelaide, and the Hotbox Farmerettes.
By the time she gets married, she'll be an old maid, I tell you.
Well, girl, I gotta go home now. A date? Nah, nothing going on. Bye. Bye.
I love you, Bushel and a Peck. How lousy Joey Biltmore I could wring his little neck.
Nathan, dear.
Adelaide, pie face.
How are you, handsome?
Fine, fine. What do you got there?
A book.
A book. You're always reading books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Nathan, this book is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me. I went to him about my cold.
How is your cold?
It's the same. So I went to the doctor on account of how long I had it, because it's been a very long time. And I said I thought it was on account of me dancing with hardly any clothes on, which is what I usually wear. And he said it might be due to psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Nathan, this is the kind of psychology that tells you why girls do certain kinds of things.
Huh. Would it tell you what kind of a doll would go for a certain kind of a guy, which you wouldn't think she would do so?
What do you mean?
Just for instance, there are certain dolls you can almost bet they wouldn't go for certain guys.
Nathan, no matter how terrible a fella may seem, you can never be certain some girl won't go for him. Take us.
Yeah.
Nathan, starting with next week, I'm going to be getting a raise. And I was wondering, with all the money I'll be making, if maybe we could finally get married.
Of course we're going to, sooner or later.
I know, Nathan, it's just... Achoo! I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, Nathan, this is something I never told you before. But my mother, back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married.
Why would she think a thing like that?
I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? People don't do that in Rhode Island.
Why is it such a small state?
Anyway, I wrote her we were married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. And then, after about 2 years...
What? After about 2 years?
We had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby?
I had to, Nathan. Mother wouldn't have understood if we hadn't.
Well, what type of baby was it?
It was a boy. I named him after you, Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And where is Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
He's away at boarding school. I wrote Mother he won the football tournament last Saturday.
I wish I had a bet on it.
But Nathan, that's not all, Nathan.
Don't tell me he has a little sister?
Mother believes in big families.
Just give me the grand total.
5.
Your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
But Nathan, now we're gonna get married and it won't be a lie anymore.
Adelaide, how can you do such a thing to a nice old broad like your mother?
But Nathan, you don't even know my mother.
But I'll be meeting her soon. What will I tell her? What will I tell her I did with the 5 kids? Lost them in a poker game or something? What are we gonna do?
We could get married.
But marriage ain't something you jumped into like it was a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready, Nathan. What do you think I got in this box? What do you think I got in the box, Nathan?
Sally's wedding shop. I can't guess.
It's a wedding bell. And I've had it for 3 years, but I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Do you want to see it?
It's bad luck.
Anyway, Nathan, we got the veil. Now all we need is our license and blood test.
A what?
Blood test, it's a law.
What a city. First they close my crap game, then they open my veins.
Nathan, you're not planning on running your crap game again.
Adelaide, how can you think such a thing? Why do you think I give up the crap game? It's because I love you, and I want us two to be the happiest married couple that there is in the world.
Anybody seen an earring out here? I don't think so. You. I'm all dated up with Society Max tomorrow, and he breaks it on the account of your dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you. Oh. Here it is.
Look, Adelaide, I'm down on my knees.
Oh, get up. It reminds me of your crap game.
You're getting yourself upset. You and I are going to be all right. After all, we love each other, and we're gonna get married.
I don't believe you anymore.
It's true. Oh, you'll feel better tomorrow. Come on. Cheer up, honey. Let's see that old smile. That's my girl. See you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration may react with psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other ways, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray it wherever you figure the strap's a cock guy like. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting a fisheye from the hotel clerk, a person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows an erotic tendency. See note. Chronic organic syndromes, toxic or hypertense, involving the eyes, the ears, the nose, the throat. In other ways, just from worrying whether her wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cold. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a condom and name for herself and the name is, a person can develop a cold. And rather mind us from stalling and stalling and stalling the wedding dream, a person can develop a grip. When they get on the train to Niagara, and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air conditioned, and the mood sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th joy. A person can develop la grip, la post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and the sinus and really a pip. From the lack of community property and the feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a bad
Hey, nice lady, what you looking at? Sky was just following Miss Sarah. And you should have seen her. She'd give him a look that would have cooled off a moose at mating time.
Well, great, just so we don't take it to Havana.
Havana? He couldn't take this daughter to New Rochelle. Hey, where's Nathan? He ought to start lining up the game.
Oh, well, I don't know. I suppose trying to look after Adelaide. She's mad at him again.
That Miss Adelaide. She is always taking his mind off honest work.
Yes, it is too bad that such a well-established businessman like Nathan Detroit had to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Daddy, that is his weakness. And we should be tolerant because I am told that it is a worldwide weakness. Look! What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A picture about a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the daily news? I'll tell you what's in the daily news. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the daily news.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting home by television said who once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is a thing that has licked him. And it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir! When you see a guy reach the stars in the sky, you can bet when you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flash the Taj Mahal. Call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some dough.
When you see a Joe saving half of his dough, you can bet they'll be making it for some dough.
When a bum buys wine like a bum can afford, it's a cinch that the bum is under the thumb of some little boy.
When you meet a mug lately out of the jug, and he's still lifting platinum for the round.
Call it hell, call it heaven, it's probable well certain that the guy's only doing it for some dough.
When you see a sport and his cash has run short, make a bet that he's banking it with some dough.
When a guy wears tails with a trembling white, who the hell do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night?
When a lazy slob takes a good steady job and he smells from Vitalis and Barbasol.
Call it dumb, call it clever, how you can give up forever, that the guy's only doing it for some dough, some dough, some dough, the guy's only doing it for some dough.
Well, we finally lost him. I do think you should have paid him some attention.
Yes, he came to every one of our street meetings this morning. He must be really interested in our work.
Very.
You spoke beautifully this morning, Sarah.
No, I can't reach these people. I never should have volunteered for this post. Well, let's sit down and have lunch. I was going to convert Broadway all by myself. I was going to take these gamblers and have them just begging to come to the mission. General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. Arvide.
Good morning, General.
Morning, General.
Good morning.
Agatha.
We didn't know you were coming to town, General.
Well, I got to town about an hour ago, and I've been looking for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been out holding extra street meetings, trying to stimulate more interest.
Lovely. I need to speak with you, Sarah.
Oh, well, we were just about to sit down for lunch. Why don't you join us?
Oh, I don't have time, dear. There are so many calls to make, and... Look, we at the council have come to a definite conclusion. We have decided to close this branch of the mission.
No! Close the mission? But, General, please, someone can do good here, even if I can't.
There are so many places where our work is really needed.
But we're doing much better now.
We have a prayer meeting tomorrow night. Oh, you have a meeting. Is anyone going to be here? Will anybody come?
Pardon me, I couldn't help overhearing. General, my name is Sky Masterson, former sinner.
How do you do?
How do you do? General, I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah can be a big success here.
While I am glad to hear you say that, I'm not so certain.
$1 will get you 10.
Excuse me?
General, might I make a suggestion? Why don't you come to the meeting tomorrow and find out for yourself? Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Well, if I thought the mission had a chance, then of course.
General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Well, hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Carnations? Yeah. Good. Remember, you will not be let into the game without you got your red carnation. It's like a password.
Okay, but Where's the game?
The boys and our guests are getting itchy and a pint.
I'll tell you in a minute. Nathan, is it all set? Can I tell the guys at the Biltmore garage?
Not yet. I gotta stall them for a while. Joey wants his dough first.
But it's 10:30. It's 11 o'clock. They won't stick around much longer.
So sue me. I left nicely at my hotel to wait for the money from Sky. It'll be there. Where's the dough?
It hasn't come yet.
I told you to wait for it.
I had to get a snack. I felt a little faint.
Get back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky. And don't come back here without it, even if you starve to death.
Okay, Nathan.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Hey, Harry the horse. How are you, Harry? How's everything in Brooklyn?
Detroit. If there's no crap game tonight, tell us and we will stick someone else for entertainment.
Now take it easy, Harry.
I hope, Detroit, you will not spoil our evening. Inasmuch as I happen to welcome a very prominent guest tonight, I think you might have heard of him. I would like you to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
Why, how do you do, Big Julie? Welcome to our fair city, in which, as you know, the heat is on, but just be patient and you'll get some action.
What do you say, Big Julie? Should we stick around or should we blow?
I came here to shoot crap, so let's shoot crap.
Sure.
Nathan, come closer. If there is no crap game tonight, I am sure Big Julie will be considerably displeased. Big Julie does not like to be displeased, as you can see from some citizens who at one time or another displeased him. Although I must say that this kind of citizen cannot be seen, considering the fact that they are no longer around and about.
Well, Harry, you don't think I would be so rude as to displease a gentleman like Big Julie here, do you? Big Julie, believe me that when I tell you when Nathan Detroit arranges something...
Well, what do we have here? An interesting gathering indeed. Of gangsters. The cream of society. Liver Lips Louie. Angie the Ox. Benny South Street. Society Max. Hey! Harry the Horse limped in all the way from Brooklyn. Pardon me. You're not very good at names, but your face looks familiar. May I ask where you are from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
Illinois. And what is your occupation there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Well, don't walk my mother across the street. What's with the red carnations? Is this a funeral? Somebody dies suddenly that I don't know about? Detroit, let's bring in all these senior delinquents together.
They got lonely, how do I know?
Why are you all wearing these red carnations?
They're also wearing pants.
Detroit, you're up to no good.
What is it now, a crime to wear flowers? Is Mindy suddenly a hideout for gangsters? Lieutenant, I'll confess, we are smuggling hot cheesecake to Canada.
See you tomorrow, girls.
I'll tell you what it is, Lieutenant.
Okay, South Street, let's have it. What's this all about?
It's a party.
Party, indeed. What kind of party?
It's a bachelor party. Nathan's getting married.
What?
That's correct, Lieutenant. It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan is getting married.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's a jolly good fellow. Oh, he's a jolly good fellow. Oh, he's a jolly good fellow.
Which nobody cannot deny.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
It was a surprise.
But when I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was...
It's a bachelor dinner. Yes, sir, a bachelor dinner.
I couldn't believe he was actually going to get married.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
So tell me, Nathan, when's a happy day?
Oh, what'll it be, Nathan?
Well...
Nathan, all these fine fellas are throwing you a bachelor dinner. They deserve to the date of the wedding.
Well, we need time for a license and our blood test.
Oh, Nathan, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night? Right after the show at the Hot Box.
Adelaide, we need time for a license.
You can elope.
What?
You can drive upstate to, what's the name of that city?
Oh, and Sing Sing.
Oh, Buffalo. Buffalo, they'll marry you without a license. They won't even ask you for a blood test.
Ain't that unhealthy?
Nathan, that's a great idea. Elope. I will lend you my getaway car, my Buick. I do now.
Oh, Nathan, let's do it.
Well, what the hell?
Well, congratulations, Nathan. I just hope there's nothing to heredity.
Oh, Nathan, I got so much to do before tomorrow night. I'll see you after the show at the Hot Box.
I'll have a table reserved and I'll be all dressed up in whatever you will open.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so happy. I ought to wire my mother. Only, what'll I wire her?
Send the telegram and date it back.
I better wait until we have 5 children. It won't take us long.
Nathan, you are indeed a lucky fellow. A most beautiful doll indeed. Do you agree, Big Julie?
Tell me, Detroit, how long you known the doll?
14 years.
I'm bored. Let's shoot crap.
Nathan, you gotta find a place! How can I? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
Well, maybe it won't come. Maybe he did take the dog to Havana.
I ain't going to help with it.
Say no more, say no more, say no more. Down the bottle and we'll say no more. Follow the ball.
El Santo Cristo, the second oldest mission in Cuba. Well, come on.
Where to?
To see the oldest. Don't miss the dungeons where prisoners were thrown to the sharks.
Sounds like a million laughs.
Here is buried Christopher Columbus.
Well, at least he's laying down. How about a drink?
Buenas tardes, señor y señorita. May I offer you a table, por favor? What can I bring you, señores?
A milkshake, please.
Dulce de leche.
Excelente.
These are delicious. What did you call them?
Dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche. What's in it? Besides milk.
Oh, sugar and a kind of native flavoring.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
It's very good. I'll have another one. Bacardi have alcohol in it?
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way way to get children to drink milk.
Take it easy, slugger. It's over and you're still the champ. Are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I've just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light, or if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel? Little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start popping my spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ask me, how do I feel from this chemistry lesson on learning?
Chemistry?
Yes, chemistry. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way that you looked. Boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. Or if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. Now, if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, Havana is so wonderful. Why don't we stay a few days and see how wonderful it's really like?
We better hurry if we want to catch the plane back to New York.
You don't want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
Look, a doll like you shouldn't get mixed up with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good. You want to know why I took you to Havana? I made a bet. That's how you met me in the first place. I made a bet.
Well, how else is a girl to get with a gambler?
Come on.
No!
I gotta think what's best for you.
No, you sound just like a mission doll! Thanks for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Oh, gee, how am I ever going to get home with all this stuff? Sky, hello.
How are you, Miss Adelaide?
Oh, fine, Sky. Look, the girls threw me a kitchen shower. They went to an all-night drugstore and they threw me a kitchen shower.
That's wonderful. Adelaide, you know Miss Sarah?
How do you do?
Glad to meet you. You know, Sky, we're eloping tomorrow night after the show at the Hot Box, Nathan and I.
Oh, good luck.
I can't wait to be a housewife. I'm just going to love it in the kitchen. We've already tried all the other rooms.
Miss Adelaide sure seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess so.
What time is it?
I don't know, 4 o'clock?
I've never been up this late before. This is your time of day, isn't it?
How do you like it?
It's so peaceful and wonderful.
You're finding out something I've known for quite a while. My time of day is the dark time, a couple of deals before dawn, when the street belongs to the cop and the janitor with a mop, and the grocery clerks are all gone. When the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes out clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold. That's my time of day, my time of day. And you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah? What's that?
Obadiah Masterson. That's my real name. You're the first person I've ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour.
So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
Grandmother, we thought you'd be asleep.
Hello, Sarah dear. Good morning, Brother Masterson.
Good morning.
We took your suggestion and stayed out all night. We talked to a lot of sinners. And where have you been, Sarah?
I've been to Cuba?
Really? We'll talk in the morning. You're even more tired than I am.
What the hell is this? Hey, what is this?
Canasta! Hey, wait a minute! I'm losing 10 G's here!
Somebody must have tipped them off. I've seen a lot of strange things in my life, young lady. This is the first time I've seen a floating crap game going full blast in a mission.
Crap game?
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this, don't you? Sarah!
This never would have happened if I didn't. I never should have gone with you. It was wrong.
No, it wasn't. You went to help the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
Why not? What the hell kind of doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission doll.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the featured member of this evening, the Hotbox proudly presents Miss Adelaide and her debutante.
He bought me the first thing 5 winters ago, and the gown the following fall. Then the necklace, the bag, the gloves, and the hat. That was late 48, I recall. Then last night in his apartment, he tried to remove them all. And I said, as I ran down the hall, take back your mink, take back your pearls. What may
me a rye and soda.
Exactly. Have a seat. I'll be right with you. Here you go.
Hey, Sky, did you see Miss Adelaide?
Huh?
I bring a message for her from Nathan. I wish Nathan would bring his own messages.
What's the message? Where is Nathan?
It's this way. Nathan's aunt in Pittsburgh was suddenly taken ill with a
rare tropical disease?
Yeah, that's not bad. Well, anyway, Nathan has to,
Nicely,
oh, man.
what's the message? Where is Nathan?
The crap game is still going on.
Since last night?
Big Julie, being a large loser, does not wish the game to terminate. In fact, he is most insistent. So we find another place and the game goes on.
Where is the game?
You looking for some action?
Not at the moment. But I would like to talk to some of the guys. You see, Nicely, I'm leaving town tonight, and I gave my marker to, well, someone, and I'd kind of like to clear it up before
I'll meet you outside.
Nicely, what about Nathan's message?
Oh, yeah. Miss Adelaide, Nathan is in Pittsburgh with a rare tropical ant. Goodbye.
What? I don't understand, Sky. Nathan has to come here tonight. We're supposed to be getting married. Is it the crap game again?
You know Nathan. Why does it surprise you?
But he promised he'd change.
Change. Why is it the minute you dolls find a guy you like, you take him right back in for alterations?
Well, what about you men? Why can't you get married like normal people and have a home with wallpaper and bookends?
No, Miss Adelaide.
What do you mean, no?
Guys like Nathan Detroit and, yeah, Sky Masterson, we're not built for a life like that. So when dolls get mixed up with guys like us, it's no good. No good. I'll see you in a couple months.
Well, where you going?
I don't know, Las Vegas maybe. I got a ticket on the late plane.
Will you see Nathan before you go?
Maybe.
Well, you tell him I never want to speak to him again. And then you have him call me here.
Why don't you get yourself another guy?
I can't. I love Nathan. Wait till you fall for somebody. You'll see.
Yeah.
In other words, just from waiting alone at a table reserved for two, a person can develop the flu. You can bundle her up in a Woolies, and I mean the warmest brand. You can wrap her in sweaters and coats till it's more than a frame can stand. If she still gets the feeling she's naked from looking at her left hand, a person can develop the flu. The flu, 103.2, so much virus inside that a microscope slide looks like a day at the zoo. From wanting her memories in writing, and a story of folks can be told, a person can develop a bad, bad cold. Achoo!
Not so fast, Sarah. Not so fast. Look, suppose we don't have a big meeting tonight. Suppose nobody comes at all. We'll explain it to the general.
We won't have to explain. It'll be very clear. I just want to get away from this whole place, to go someplace where
where the sinners are all respectable and well-behaved.
So what happened last night? They were gambling in our mission.
And someday they'll be praying here. Even a guy like Sky Masterson, he came here, seeking refuge.
He came here seeking me. Did you know that?
Are you kidding? I knew that the moment he started picking on you. I didn't know you were gonna get stuck on him.
I'll get over it.
What do you want to get over it for? It isn't pneumonia.
The man I love will not be a gambler.
But if you love him enough,
he will not be a gambler.
Sarah, dear, I've always taken care of you. All I want is for you to be happy.
Good evening, Miss Sarah. Well, Sister Arvide, how goes it with the soul saving? Tonight's the big night, isn't it?
It's supposed to be. The General's coming and she's expecting, well...
The General's a tough doll, eh?
Not very many people are coming. In fact, nobody. And...
Grandmother, I don't think Mr. Masterson is interested in our troubles. We'd better hurry.
Miss Sarah, you've forgotten something. But being a gambler, I never forget things like this. You hold my marker for 12 sinners tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Masterson, but I'd rather you forgot about it.
I cannot welch a marker.
Mr. Masterson, last night our mission was filled with your friends. Let us consider ourselves even.
You had better pay off on that marker, or I'll tell the whole town that you're a dirty welcher.
Nicely. Where's the crap game?
Well, Sky, it's about 10 minutes walk from here.
Which way?
This way. Follow me, Sky. Follow me, Sky. This way. Come on.
You see, Big Julie, the boys are slightly fatigued from weariness. Haven't been shooting crap for quite a while now, namely 24 hours.
I do not care who is tired. I am down 25 G's, so nobody leaves.
Gentlemen, I begin to see the logic of Big Julie. It is not that Big Julie is a bad loser. It is merely that he prefers to win, right, Big Julie?
Oh, just give me the dice. All right, I'm rolling 500.
200. I am half dead.
If you won't shut up, Big Julie can arrange the other half.
And it's a snake eyes 1 and a 1. You lose. But the dice are still yours, and your luck is bound to
shut
up. Change.
500 more.
200.
Come on already.
Here's a big lucky roll, and it's snake eyes again.
Tough luck, Big Julie.
Well, that cleans me. But I ain't through yet. I will now play on credits.
You see, Big Julie, the fellow's pretty tired. Of course, me personally, I'm as fresh as a daisy.
Then I will roll with you.
Me?
Yeah, you. You've been raking out every putt, so you must have quite a bundle by now.
Well, being I assume the risk, it is only fair I should assume some dough.
Detroit, I'm gonna roll you willy or nilly, and if I lose, I will give you my marker.
And if I lose?
You give him cash.
Please let me hear it from Big Julie.
You will give me cash.
Now I heard it.
All right, here is my marker. Put up the dough. What? What's wrong?
Nothing, nothing. I owe you $1,000 signed X.
Yeah.
How is it you can write 1,000, but you cannot write your own signature?
I was great at arithmetic, but I stunk at English.
Yeah, this will put you through Harvard.
All right, I'm gonna roll 1,000, and to change my luck, I will use my own dice.
Your own dice?
That's right, had them specially made for me back in Chicago.
Big Julie, you cannot interpolate Chicago dice in a New York crap game.
That is a breach of etiquette.
Show me where it says it on Emily Post.
Who the hell is Emily Post?
I thought I wished to seem petty, but could I look at these dice?
By all means.
But these dice ain't got no spots on them, they're blank.
I had the spots removed for luck, but I remember where all the spots formerly was.
Are you telling me you are going to roll blank dice and call them for where the spots formerly was?
Why not?
I see no reason.
Good. All right, here we go. 5 out of 5, my point is 10.
Oh, I still got a chance.
Not for long. Tenzi, come again,
Wish he fall down under square NZ.
A 10! I win!
A 10?
Yeah, 6 and a 4.
Which is a 6 and which is a 4?
Either way. Alright, I'm gonna roll 2,000, get it up.
Oh, I just remembered I'm eloping tonight. Adelaide is waiting for me.
Get up 2,000, Detroit.
How about letting some of the other chaps in on the boat?
After I'm through with you, now get up 2,000. Come on, I'm not getting any younger. 7, I win!
What a surprise.
Alright, Detroit, I'm gonna take it easy on you this time.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna roll for you $1.
I'll take all of it.
Ah, how do you like that? Snake eyes, I lose.
For this, I gotta bend down.
Alright, Detroit, I'm gonna give you a chance this time.
Yeah?
I'm gonna roll for you 3,000 big ones.
3 G's?
That's right, $3,000. Get it up. Come on. Are you through? 11. I win.
That cleans me.
And now I will roll with you guys.
No, wait a minute, Big Julie. You gotta give me a chance to get even. I will roll dice.
All right, Detroit, that's only fair. What are you going to use for money?
I'll give you my marker.
And you want Big Julie to put up cash?
When Nathan done it.
All right, done it. What kind of deal is this anyway?
Take it easy, Nathan.
Him with his no spot dice. I wish not the spots on him.
Hey, Nathan. Do not make Big Julie have to do something to you.
Yeah, I'm on my vacation.
Go ahead. Shoot me. Put me in cement. At least I would know where I am. Here I risked my neck to set up a crap game. I even promised to get married on account of it. So look how I wind up, broke, in a sewer. Well, believe me, my tough friend from Chicago, there is nothing you can do to me that would not cheer me up.
Oh, yeah?
Here we are.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, fresh blood. You looking for some action, boyo?
Not at the moment, but I would like to talk to some of you guys.
We ain't talking, we're shooting crap.
I'm only asking for 1 minute.
I said we are shooting crap.
It has to do with Miss Sarah Brown's mission.
Harry, who the hell is this guy?
The guy I was telling you about, the one who took the mission down to Havana.
I get it. Listen, Flight Chick, why don't you go back to your Puritan mating? You're slowing up the action around here.
Well, if you're looking for action, would you care to make a small wager on a proposition?
What's the proposition?
Am I right-handed or left-handed?
Now, how the hell would I know a thing like that?
I'll give you a clue.
Kindly return this to Sears, Reuven.
Look, you guys. Tonight at Miss Sarah Brown's mission at 409 West 49th Street, they're holding a midnight prayer meeting. I promised I would deliver to them some sinners, and when it comes to sinning, most of you guys are high up among the paint cards.
Hey!
I'm not spending any night in a hallelujah joint.
If you won't do it as a favor to me, do it as a favor to yourselves. I guarantee you the air at the mission is a lot cleaner than down here.
Well, that's true.
You've been reading the Bible too much.
So what? Maybe if the Bible don't read as lively as the scratch sheet, but I guarantee you it is twice as accurate. And it wouldn't hurt you guys to learn something besides the odds on how to make a 4 the hard way.
No, not gonna happen. No, sir.
Well, I tried. I'll see you around, Nathan.
Okay, Sky. Oh, about that Havana business, I regret I temporarily do not have the 1,000 to pay you.
You don't have to pay me. You won.
But I thought you took Miss Sarah to Havana.
You thought wrong.
Come on, Big Julie, get up. I have now got enough dough to roll you again, but with my dice.
Nothing doing. Look at him. With them dice, he cannot make up a to save his own soul. What did you say? I said, with them dice, he cannot make a pass to save his own soul.
No, but maybe I can make a pass to save his, and yours, and yours, and his. I am going to roll the dice. I'll bet each one of you $1,000 against your soul. That's 1,000 cash against a marker for your soul. If I win, you all show up at the prayer meeting. Is it okay?
Well,
let me get this. If you lose, we all get $1,000. And if you win, we show up for one meeting at the Mission Dos Cabaret.
If I win, you show up at the Save a Soul mission. One meeting.
Fine by me.
Yeah, me too. What the hell, Detroit? Give him my money.
Yeah, I'm down.
Come on, you too, Nathan. $1,000 against your soul.
Me? I don't even know if I got one.
You got one somewhere.
How do you spell soul?
S-O.
All right, put down your markers. Give me the dice.
Come on.
And give me some room.
Come on, quit stalling.
What's the matter, Sky? Ten and chicken.
You've all seen me roll for 100 G's, but I got a little more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You're on this date with me. The pickings have been lush. And yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners. You might refuse to stay. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you've treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady doesn't leave her escort. It isn't fair. It isn't nice. A lady doesn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fellow you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight.
Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight.
Luck let a gentleman see.
Luck let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be.
I know the way you've treated other guys.
A lady, luck be a lady with me.
A lady wouldn't flirt with strangers. She'd have a heart. She'd have a soul. A lady wouldn't step guys at me when I bet my life on this roll. So let's keep the party fun.
Let's keep the party polite.
Never get out of my sight.
Never get out of my sight.
Stick with me,
Stick here, baby. Stick here,
Luck
baby.
be a lady.
Luck be a lady.
Luck be a lady.
Luck be a lady. Roll with your western matter, roll the dice.
No.
Coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out right. Ha!
I tell you, Harry, I do not want to go to no prayer meeting.
Big Julie, you're giving me a marker. If you welch, it will cause me no little embarrassment. You sure you want to cause me no embarrassment, right?
Of course not. But if word of this ever gets to Chicago, that I attended some hallelujah prayer meeting, no decent criminal's gonna want to do business with me no more. I'm gonna have to go back to using my real name. Walter.
Adelaide!
Oh, what a coincidence.
Did nicely explain to you about tonight? I hope you ain't sore about it.
Please, let us not have a vulgar scene. After all, we are civilized people. We do not need to conduct ourselves like a slob.
Adelaide, what is this? You are my doll.
You doll. That weren't so amusing, one could laugh at it.
Sweetheart, baby, how can you carry on like this over one lousy elopement?
It is
Adelaide,
no
please.
use, Nathan. I have succeeded in you not being able to upset me no more. I have got you completely out of my... Oh, Nathan!
Adelaide, baby, don't ever do that to me again. I can't stand it. We'll get married, we'll have a home, a little white house with a green fence, just like the Whitney colors.
Okay, but we gotta do it soon. I got another letter from Mother today, and she wrote a letter for you too.
A letter from me? From your mother? Well,
One moment, I'd like to keep Mother close to my heart.
Dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you, although you have now been married to my daughter for 12 years. But I feel like I know you from Adelaide's letters, and in my mind's eye, I can see you as you go down to work every morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager of an A&P. I'm not even the manager?
I was going to promote you for Christmas.
Thank you. I know how hard you have to work to take care of your family. Adelaide and the 5 children and the one that's on the way.
Mother wanted me to visit her. I had to tell her that.
Don't you know I can't have 6 kids and what they pay me at the MP? I am very proud to have you as a son-in-law. You are a good man. And I know you will always take care of my Adelaide. I feel like a heel.
Nathan, it's all right. We can still make everything all right. It's not even midnight yet. 5 to 12. Let's elope right now.
Okay, Adelaide. No, I can't.
Let's go, Nathan. Come on.
Come on.
Nathan, why can't we elope right now?
Because, well, I gotta go to a prayer meeting.
Nathan, this is the biggest lie you ever told me.
But I promise you it's true.
You promised me this, you promised me that, you promised me everything under the sun, and you give me a kiss, and you're grabbing your hat, and you're off to the races again when I think of the time. Bye-bye, and I think of the way I cry. I could honestly die.
Call a lawyer and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, hate me. Go ahead, hate me. I love you.
The best years of my life, I was a fool to give to you.
Alright, already, I'm just a new good Nick. Alright, already, it's true. So new? So sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you.
You gamble it here, you gamble it there, you gamble on everything all except me, and I'm sick of you keeping me up in the air, so you're back in the money again when I think of the time. Bye-bye, and I think of the way I cry. I could honestly die.
Serve a paper and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, hate me. Go ahead, hate me. I love you.
When you're in jail, don't come to me to bail you.
Already. So call a policeman. Alright, already, it's true. So new? So sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you.
You're at it again, you're back in the game. I'm not gonna play second fiddle to that, and I'm sick and I'm tired of strolling around. I'm telling you now that what's true when I think of the time. Bye-bye, and I think of the way I cry. I could honestly die.
Sue me, sue me, shoot bullets through me. I love you.
After midnight. Is anyone going to come? Sarah, something is terribly wrong here.
Maybe your watch is fast.
I know what's wrong, General. I'm wrong. I've spoken to these people day after day, but my words haven't reached them.
Welcome! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome!
What are we doing here? Hey, watch it! Watch it!
Everybody here? Where's Nathan Detroit?
Present.
Miss Sarah, here you are. 1 dozen or more assorted sinners. Sorry we didn't have time to clean them up.
Won't you all sit down?
Now.
Sit down, all of you!
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to the the Save a Soul mission.
Just a minute, you guys. This is a mission, not Roseland. And I suggest you do not indulge in any unpleasantness. Since I'm required to move to points west tonight, I'm appointing Nathan Detroit Major Domo in my place. Nathan, anybody who does not conduct himself according to Hoyle will answer to Sky Masterson personally. And that means in person.
What a remarkable man.
So remember that, you guys. Sister Abernathy, your dice.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are honored. Our meeting will be conducted by the head of our organization, General Cartwright.
We are pleased to see the mission graced by so many evil-looking sinners.
Hey! That's not very nice. Come on.
Who would like to give testimony? Who wants to get the ball rolling by giving testimony?
Benny, give testimony.
I ain't no stool pigeon.
Now, I know it's difficult, but surely one of you would like to give testimony to the sin that is in their heart.
Benny, tell them what a bum you are.
All right. I was always a bad guy and a gambler, but I won't do that no more. I thank you.
Don't you feel better now? Okay. Anybody else?
Big Julie.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, I used to be bad when I was a kid, but ever since then I can safely say that I've gone straight, as I can verify by my record. 33 arrests and not one conviction.
Harry?
No.
Harry the horse from Brooklyn.
No. Okay. So, when Sky Masterson was rolling the dice to save our souls, When Sky Masterson was rolling the dice to save our souls, this is the reason that we are here.
I'm sorry, I don't think I understand.
I do, General. He means Mr. Masterson won them in a dice game. That's the only reason that they're here.
How wonderful! This entire meeting is the result of gambling. Why, it goes to show that good can come out of evil. Miss Sarah, you've done marvelous work here.
Hasn't she, though?
Hey! I ain't finished my testimony yet. Thank you. When Sky Masterson was rolling the dice to save our souls, I wish to have $1,000 and not have to be here. And now that I'm here, I still wish it.
Angie the ox.
I plead the fifth commandment.
Get up and plead.
Well, I was always a bad guy. I was even a bad gambler. I wish to be a good guy and a good gambler.
Amen.
We will now hear testimony from Brother Nicely Johnson. Brother Nicely Johnson.
No. Nicely! Get your big butt up there, you overgrown water buffalo! Move aside.
Well, it happened to be kind of funny. Like a dream. Yeah, that's it, a dream.
Well, go ahead. Tell us in your own words.
I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood, and I hollered someone fade me, but the passengers, they knew right from wrong. For the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil they tried to wind out, by the down the whiskey, but the passengers were bound to resist. For the people of Sydney, and the devil went and as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, a great big wave came and washed me overboard. And as I sat and I hollered, someone save me! Save me! That's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. And I said to myself, sit down. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, you're rocking the boat.
Anything we can do for you, Brother Brannigan? Maybe you would care to testify.
I will do my testifying in court, where I will testify that you ran an illegal crap game here in the mission last night.
Crap game?
Miss Sarah, you were standing right there when they came running out. You saw them. Aren't these the fellas?
I've never seen these people before in my life.
There's a right broad.
Yeah.
Now, if you'll excuse us, officer, we'd like to get along with our meeting.
I've never seen crap shooters spending so much time in a mission. Maybe that's what they mean by holy rollers.
Yeah, I think I got that.
Hold one.
Thank you, Miss Sarah. People, I also have a confession to make, and I gotta get it off my chest. We did shoot crap here last night, and we're all sorry, ain't we, boys? Ain't we, boys?
Yeah, we're sorry.
But I did another terrible thing. I made a bet with a certain guy that he could not take a certain doll away with him on a trip, and this I should not have done. Although it did not do any harm, as I won the bet.
You won the bet?
Sure, the guy told me he did not take the doll. Well, that makes me feel a lot better.
Well, hallelujah.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! Now, if you'll all join us in Follow the Fold, the words are here. You ready?
Follow the fold and stray no more. Stray no more. Stray no more. Put down the bottle and we'll say no more. Follow the fold and stray no more. Stray no more. Stray no more.
Oh, hello.
Good evening.
I'm Adelaide, the well-known fiancé.
Oh, yes. When are you getting married?
The 12th of never.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't even get close enough to a change to be left at it. Gee, what'll I ever tell my mother?
Oh, your mother will understand. Just tell her your engagement is broken.
I'm afraid that might confuse her. Maybe I'll tell her Nathan is dead and see to it.
We mustn't carry hate in our heart, Miss Adelaide. Try to be forgiving and understanding, and the pain will go away. In the Bible, it tells us in Isaiah, Isaiah? Oh, Isaiah!
Oh, you got a boyfriend named Isaiah, huh?
Isaiah was an ancient prophet!
Don't tell me. Nobody cries like that over an old guy. Whoever it is, you got it bad. You know, when I saw you the other night with Sky Masterson, Oh, no, not Sky. You're not in love with Sky. Oh, you poor thing.
I thought I hated him!
I thought I hated Nathan. I still think I hate him. That's love.
Adelaide, can't men like Sky ever change?
For 14 years, I've thought how wonderful Nathan would be if he were different.
I've thought about Sky that way too.
I sat and pictured him by the hour. Nathan, my Nathan, in a home, on the countryside, happy. Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful?
Wouldn't it? If only Sky...
But they just can't change.
A little while ago, at our prayer meeting, there were a bunch of gamblers who acted as though maybe they could change.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean... Gamblers? At your prayer meeting? Was Nathan Detroit there?
I'm sure I heard that name.
Darling little fellow with a cute little mustache.
I think so.
Well, how do you like that rat? Just when he's supposed to be lying, he's telling the truth. I'm glad I'm through with him. And you ought to be glad you're through with Sky, too.
I am?
What are we? Crazy or something? At Wanamaker's and Saks and Klein's, a lesson I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought.
At any vegetable market from Borneo to Nome, you mustn't squeeze a melon till you get the melon home.
You've simply got to gamble.
You get no guarantee.
Now doesn't that kind of apply to you and I?
You and me.
Sure. Why not?
Why not what?
Marry the man today. Trouble though he may be, much as he likes to play. Crazy and wild and free, but marry the man today. Rather than sigh and sorrow, marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow.
Marry the man today. Maybe he's leaving town. Don't let him get away. Hurry and track him down.
And marry the man today. Give him the girlish laughter.
Give him your hand today and save the beast for after.
Slowly introduce him to the best of things. Respectable, conservative, and clean.
Reader's Digest.
Guy Lovato.
Rogers Beach.
Golf.
Galoshes.
Ovaltine. But marry the man today. Handle it meek and gently. Marry the man today. Changes subsequently.
Carefully expose him to domestic life. And if he ever tries to stray from you, have a pot roast.
Have a headache.
Have a baby.
Have 2 6 9. Marry the man today. Rather than sigh and sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways. And change his ways. And change his ways. And change his ways. You think they let you get married if only one half of the couple shows up?
Oh, Adelaide. Me. I was such a fool. Sarah Brown, you're going to be a lonely mission doll forever.
A guy like you can get any guy you want. Me, I'm gonna spend the next 14 years catching a cold.
Adelaide, what are you waiting for? Another 14 years?
Nathan, are we or aren't we?
We are. And today...
Oh, Nathan! I'm so thrilled! I ought to wire my mother.
Good luck.
about the 6 children.
Well, at least someone gets a happy ending.
Excuse me. I'm looking to do some intimate repenting.
And your name is, sir?
Obadiah?
Obadiah?
When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you could bet that he's doing it for some dog.
When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John could be for a Jane. When you meet a gent, paying all kinds of rent for a flat stack of crap at Taj Mahal. Call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money. That the guy's only doing it for some dough, some dough, some dough. The guy's only doing it for some dough.
Those of you who have been here before, you know the drill. We have to acknowledge certain individuals who helped us to get to this point and pretty much get this show off the ground.
Interesting little trivia. Nathan and Sky eventually did get rich, but it wasn't from gambling. They got a proposition from their wives, and they developed the 12-step program to quit gambling. I thought that was cute. All right, so whoever is first can start the ball rolling.
Okay, hello. Well, I would like to thank...
Speak up, speak up.
Yes, I would like to thank the woman who not only makes sure everyone knows where to sit, but who greets everyone with a smile. Thank you, Candace Niemoff. Our head usher and everyone else who helped usher.
There is a reason we all look this good, and we are lucky enough to have a costume designer who has an amazing vision. Thank you, Daphna Peretz, our amazing and creative costume designer. He made sure we all look the part.
Doesn't just look this amazing on its own. To our incredible set designer, Dooby Harvey. Service and learning his own part as our lead Sky Masterson. Dooby, thank you for making sure our stage looks so special and incredible. And thank you to everybody who helped Dooby's vision come to life. Elon Harvey, Rachel Soper, and Candace Niemoff.
It's good because one incredible makeup artist made sure we all looked beautiful every night, even if it meant she had no time to breathe before she herself had to get on the stage. Thank you, Revital Singer, our amazing makeup artist, and our bride.
Every set and scene change happens so seamlessly thanks to our incredible stage manager and wonderful Agatha. A huge thank you to Leo Roshkadol. Backstage happens smoothly, but brings the cast cheer, encouragement, and a sense of calm in the chaos, and there was a lot. Thank you for keeping us in line.
You probably noticed the amazing lights, effects, and sounds that literally could not happen if not for the person we lovingly call God, Reuven Laytush. Without you, we'd be a sad, quiet group of people singing in the dark. So thank you for making sure that doesn't happen.
We had the privilege of working with the incredible Shira Elisar, our harmony coach, who worked tirelessly to make us sound this good. Shira, thank you for your patience and time.
It's not easy to make all of us move this well. To our amazing choreographer, Batya. Look light on our feet. We love you, and we are grateful for your patience and the energy you bring with you. We love you.
Not only was the choreography a challenge, but the music of the show was an incredible masterpiece to create. To our music director, Shelly Binman. Who is so talented and professional that it's actually insane. Thank you so much for your hard work, patience, professionalism, and the atmosphere you create, which is both professional and fun. We love you, Shelly. And on a personal note, this is my first time working with Shelly and this incredible, wonderful band, and it better not be the last time. Natanya.
And thank you to our band. Ron on the drums, Sivan on the pipes, Hazar on the bass, and Rod on the drums. We were very lucky to have not one, but two directors. To Gabi, who is a source of reason, calm in the chaos, we were blessed to be able to work with you. Your insane talent at guiding and supporting us in both our scene and character work, but also behind the scenes and helping us each find our inner light and strength, and the unique contribution to the show is incredible.
We knew it would be a good rehearsal when you were in a red chair. Your sense of professionalism, encouragement, support, and love that you've shown us all is so special. It was an honor to make your vision come true on stage, and we hope we made you proud. We love you.
And before we thank the last guy, I want to say thank you to our own Benny South Street, who brought us sushi every now and again. You truly are a godsend. We can't do this show without energy. And you were able to help us have that energy. Thank you.
Sushi!
All right. This guy made me promise not to get it mushy, so I'm going to do my best. When we were doing auditions for this show, I didn't do a song from the show for my audition. I did a song by Elvis Presley called If I Can Dream. And I asked him afterwards if he knew why I had done that song. He said no. And I said because it is relevant. If you listen to the lyrics, it is relevant to what we have been going through since October 7th. And it really just talks about someone who would dream of a better world. Just like this guy dreamed of an amazing theater with amazing actors and costumes. There are a lot of people who do that, but he really is one of a kind. And just like that song is relevant to what we have been going through, this theater and he himself is relevant to our lives. And he always will be relevant to our lives. You know, I don't know if I've said this before, but I honestly cannot imagine a life where I had not met him. And I am eternally grateful for that. It's been an amazing 20 years. Now I really feel old. And I'm just hoping that it'll keep going and going and going, you know, for as long as it can. And I'm hoping that he will continue to do theater for however long that he is capable of doing it. So it is with great pleasure and great honor that I say thank you to our director and my very good friend, who I hope does not come up here and kill me afterwards, my very good friend, Michael Berl. Waiting on you.
Before we actually wrap up this place, we're going to be here for a while. You can help. Yeah, I want to repeat one thing. It's the very first thing. These are complicated days for everybody. This show is complicated because there's just so many facets. And there's one woman who literally carried the burden with me day after day, night after night, millions of telephones, all day, all night. Will you please say thank you to this one? These fabulous people walked into this building on September the 1st, and here we are, literally 4 months later. And after we wrap up tonight, one of them is going back to make believe he's a dentist. One of them is going back to make believe she's a social worker. A couple of them are going back to be a teacher. One of them is going to go back to take hardware. However, we step forward. Two of them are leaving tonight as actresses and about to take on the most important role of their lives. And to that we say, Yeshua Tova. These people have been waiting for 9 shows for what's about to happen. Will you join me, everyone, and give these guys a well-deserved standing ovation.